Welcome back to another episode of DB Sports. We're having another episode of recap of Week 6 of NFL. Let's get into it. So, on Thursday night, we had the San Francisco 49ers versus the Seattle Seahawks. 49ers winning 36 to 24. A really good game. Niners looked good. They went all the way to in Seattle and gave a good performance. It's never easy to go inside Seattle and win. Seattle is with the 12th man and all that. We've always had a history of struggling there. I'm just very happy we won, and we won inside Seattle. But Brock Purdy had 18 for 28, 255 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. Smith had 30 for 52, 312 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. But really good game. Niners on, winning the game. We had the Jacksonville Jaguars versus Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears winning 35 to 16. We had Trevor Lawrence 23 for 35, 234 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Caleb Williams 23 for 29, 226 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, 1 interception. He had a really good performance. He's looking like a really good quarterback. I know a lot of people thought he was going to be the #1 quarterback coming out this year and be the future Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears actually look like they actually have a pretty good quarterback right there in their hands. For once in their life, they actually have a quarterback. It's pretty good. Next game, the Houston Texans versus the New England Patriots. Houston was winning 41 to 21, beating the New England Patriots, moving to 5-1. CJ 20 for 31, 192 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. May 20 for 33, 243 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. I was going to say May looks not that bad too for one of these up and coming rookie guys. He actually looks not that bad too. CJ looking actually very good. I'm happy CJ's continue on in sophomore year from the last year. A lot of times these rookies do really good, but sophomore year struggle. CJ's looking really good this year. The game of the week. This was the game of the week right here because people wanted to know is Washington Commanders that team or not the team, and is Baltimore Ravens going to continue doing what they're doing? So we had the Washington Commanders versus the Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens winning 30 to 23. Really good game. Highly entertaining game. I think the Washington Commanders looked good in this game, even though they lost. Daniels, 24 for 35, 265 yards, 269 yards passing, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Lamar Jackson, 20 for 26, 323 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. I just want to say, or I told you guys in the beginning of the year, that sometimes you will have these good teams start off a little rough, but eventually they pick you back up. They might start off 0-2, 1-3 or something, and then pick it back up. I just want to say, I told you there is that because Baltimore now is 4-2 when they started off 0-2. So just want to say, and there's another team that we're going to talk about right now very soon that was the opposite way. So I'm just saying. So we had the Cleveland Browns versus the Philadelphia Eagles. Watson, 16 for 23, 168 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Hurts, 16 for 25, 264 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. Philadelphia winning 20 to 16. Philadelphia continue on with their winning 3-2. I think people expected a little bit more from the Philadelphia Eagles. and they're not really giving us what we wanted. But I also think that the Commanders are giving us a lot more than what we expected. So we're not that hard on the Philadelphia Eagles. You're still young. We're hitting about a little bit more than a quarter of the way. But Philadelphia Eagles do need to get on a little bit of run. If not, they're in trouble because they're behind the Commanders, and the Cowboys are still there. Next game, we had the 2-4 Arizona Cardinals versus the 4-3 Green Bay Packers. Green Bay winning 34-13. Murray, 23 for 32, 214 yards, one touchdown, no interceptions. Jordan Love, Bakerfield's own, 22 for 32, 258 yards passing, four touchdowns, one interception. Green Bay Packers moving along to 4-2, looking very good. They're looking like one of the better teams in the NFC. I think they are going to give us trouble. Don't be surprised if we actually meet them again in the playoffs. I feel like we keep meeting them in the playoffs. Hopefully, we continue beating their asses. We had the Tampa Bay Bucks, the 4-2 Tampa Bay Bucks versus the 2-4 New Orleans Saints. Tampa Bay winning 51-27. It was a really good game until Tampa Bay fully just took it over. Mayfield, 24 for 36, 325 yards, four touchdowns, three interceptions. Rather, 22 for 40, 243 yards passing, one touchdown, two interceptions. This is the team I was talking about. New Orleans Saints started off 2-0. Everybody going, oh my God, this is a surprise. Now they have lost in a row. And I told you, just because the team starts off good does not mean nothing. So just want to say, we had the 3-3 Indianapolis Colts versus the 1-4 Tennessee Titans. Colts winning 20-17 with OG Joe Flacco, 22 for 38, 189 yards passing, two touchdowns, two interceptions. Will Levitt, 16 for 27, 95 yards passing, one touchdown, one interception. That was not a very good performance there. I don't know what to feel about Levitt yet. We had the Los Angeles Chargers versus the Denver Broncos. Chargers winning 23-16. Herbert, 21 for 34, 237 yards passing, one touchdown, no interceptions. Bo Nix, 19 for 33, 200 yards, 216 yards passing, two touchdowns, one interception. We had the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Pittsburgh winning 32-13. Justin Fields, 14 for 24, 145 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Colin, 27 for 40, 227 yards passing, one touchdown, one interception. That feels like that's an old school game right there from the back in the 80s, when back in both of those teams' glory years. Detroit Lions versus the Dallas Cowboys. Detroit Lions went in there and just said, hey, I'll make you my bitch today. And they made the Cowboys their bitch today. On Jerry Jones' birthday, too, which is very funny. Detroit winning 47-9. Goff, 18 for 25, 315 yards passing, three touchdowns, no interceptions. Prescott, 17 for 33, 179 yards passing, no touchdowns, two interceptions. Sounds about right. We had the Atlanta Falcons versus the Carolina Panthers. Atlanta winning 38-20. We had Cousins, 19 for 30, 225 yards passing, one touchdown, no interceptions. And Dalton, 26 for 38, 221 yards passing, two touchdowns, two interceptions. Atlanta actually looking not that bad. For now, it's still early on, but Atlanta actually looking not that bad this season. I didn't really predict that from Cousins, but hey, he's proving me wrong. Of course, Carolina Panthers, looking like Carolina Panthers. What do we expect from them? We had the 2-4, the two and the 1-3, 1-4 Cincinnati Bengals versus the 2-3 New York Giants. Joe Burrow, 19 for 28, 200 yards passing, no touchdowns, no interceptions. Daniel Jones, 22 for 41, 205 yards passing, no touchdowns, one interception. Giants being Giants. Joe Burrow and then getting a win again, trying to pick it back up. They might be secretly sneaky team this year that does the second half well to hopefully come back. And then our Monday night game, we had the Buffalo Bills versus the New York Jets. Buffalo winning 23-20. Josh Allen 19 for 25, 215 yards passing, two touchdowns, no interceptions. Aaron Rodgers 23 for 35, 294 yards passing, two touchdowns, one interception. Motherfucker with that Hail Mary at the over there. Aaron Rodgers looking like one of the more disappointing teams. The whole world thought him coming back with the whole Jets were gonna do good and all this and that. Yeah, that didn't really work out for them. But he doesn't look the same. And then them firing their coach, not probably the best idea. But that was a recap of week 6 of NFL. I will say it was a good week. Good teams. My Niners won, so I'm happy. Let's give our predictions for week 7 of the NFL. So this Thursday, we have the Denver Broncos at New Orleans Saints. I will go with, if Carr's back, I'm going with the Saints, but I'm actually going to have to go with Denver Broncos because I don't believe Carr will be coming back. So Denver Broncos. This game feels like is going to give me a heart attack. The 5-0 Chiefs versus the 3-3 San Francisco 49ers. Of course, I got to go with my 49ers. 1-5 New England Patriots versus the 1-5 Jacksonville Jaguars. I got the Patriots on that one. 1-4 Tennessee Titans versus the 4-2 Buffalo Bills. I got Buffalo Bills winning that one. 5-1 Houston Texans versus the 4-2 Green Bay Packers. I got the 5 and you know what? No, Green Bay Packers winning that one. In Green Bay, I got the Green Bay Packers winning. We have the 3-2 Philadelphia Eagles at 2-4 New York Giants. Philadelphia Eagles winning that one. I feel like the Giants might be that sneaky team this week, so I'll be surprised on that one. 4-1 Detroit Lions at 5-0 Minnesota Vikings. Detroit Lions. I got Detroit Lions giving Minnesota Vikings their first loss of the year. We had a 3-3 Seattle Seahawks versus the 4-2 Atlanta Falcons. I want Atlanta Falcons to win that one, so I'm going Atlanta Falcons. But I'm just biased on that one. 2-4 Cincinnati Bengals versus the 1-5 Cleveland Browns. I think Joe Burrow's going to have a 2-game winning streak there, so I'm going the Cincinnati Bengals on that one. The 2-3 Miami Dolphins versus the 3-3 Indianapolis Colts. I have faith in I have faith in Joe Flacco. I like the Joes, so Colts on that one. I had the 1-5 Carolina Panthers at the 4-2 Washington Commanders. Don't be surprised if that's an upset. I just feel it that one, but going Commanders. 2-4 Las Vegas Raiders versus the 1-4 Los Angeles Rams. I feel like this should be a swap right here of who really should be the LA team. Not the Rams, LA Raiders, which it should be. I got the Raiders on that one. 2-4 New York Jets versus the 4-2 Pittsburgh Steelers. Got Pittsburgh Steelers winning that one. 4-2 Baltimore Ravens versus 4-2 Tampa Bay. I think Baltimore Ravens are on a winning streak, so I got Baltimore Ravens on that one. 3-2 Los Angeles Chargers versus 2-4 Arizona Cardinals. I have Arizona Cardinals winning that one. That's my predictions for the week. That's my predictions for week 7 of the NFL. So I want to say thank you guys for all the support and likes you guys do. Thank you guys. Continue with the videos.